Hello everybody, my name is Chicken. If you were alive in the mid-2000s, I'm sure you probably saw this in one of your Thomas Wooden Railway yearbooks. I know I did, and it's always really captivated me ever since. So that's why I decided to build it. Now let me just make something clear. This layout, I'd say, lives up to the excitement. This thing is really cool. It's a bit empty in some places, but for the most part, I mean, it's really cool. I think this is the only Thomas Wooden Railway layout that, officially goes from table to floor, which is really, really cool. So yeah, I'll just give you like a little tour from the layout. So up here on the table we have the deluxe dimmer station, and I also tried to not only match the track but match the engine locations. Not a lot of people probably noticed this, but Diesel 10 is actually here at the roundhouse. There's just like a little tiny area right beneath where Molly is, where you can see Diesel 10 stripes. So yeah, anyway, his line goes around to Deluxe Cranky with a cargo car, and then it just loops back to Timoth. That is actually correct. I don't know why it just has an empty line right there. They couldn't even put another ramp, but I don't know. It's just weird. So then the only other line off of Timoth goes here to the switch. There's the oil depot and the either the single engine shed or the special engine shed. I don't remember. Goes underneath here, which remarkably the engine does actually fit under there. I didn't think they would. There's Percy with the Gold Prospector's cars. There's Spencer with the caboose, and it just kind of weaves through the mountains a bit. Goes up the arched viaduct. That's actually not traction rail. That's the clickety-clack one. So that's the only bit of inconsistent track, I guess, on the layout. Then it goes through the Knapford covered bridge, curves around, goes up, goes through the mountain. There's Neville and Molly, and curves down. There's the factory air piece of track, and then you come down to the lower part. So in the picture, this stack of risers is actually one higher. But I did not have one more riser, so I just made it flat. But my table isn't an official Thomas Wooden Railway one, so it's actually a bit shorter, so it kind of worked out. And there's Thomas with Annie and Clarabelle. I don't have the 2003 versions anymore, so I just had to make do with another one. And then this tower is supposed to be all red risers. But again, I didn't have any more. So there's James with the aquarium cars. Goes down. There's Henry. Goes down even more. Comes around the bend. There's Diesel 199 on the Sodor Layout Bridge. Comes down. There's Harold. Comes to a T-switch, and there's Dennis, who is supposed to be pulling the Timoth Timber Yard cargo car. I don't have that though. In the picture, the power station generator thing is not actually featured on it, but in the instructions it tells you to put it here. So that's what I did. The picture just isn't possible to recreate because in the picture that single engine shed does not exist. Neither does the oil derrick. It's actually replaced by a canceled item called the slate mine, and it's basically an elevated dead end piece, but it was never released, so in the instructions it tells you to do those 2 pieces. I guess while we're talking about inconsistencies, the track isn't perfect, especially here in this lower part. I think this is supposed to be shifted more that way, like the track part. The risers are in the right place, but I think when they were making the image, they kind of wanted to compact it a bit more. So like in the picture, this track I think actually like curves around that. I don't really know. Or no, like it goes around, it goes somewhere else. But yeah, anyway. So let's just do the outer line first. So after the T-switch, it goes to the timber yard, sawmill thing. There are the street cleaner and the rubbish truck. Goes through the echo tunnel. In the picture, the top is actually gray and not like the orange-brown color, which I thought was interesting. There's Toby, goes through the quarry mine tunnel, curves around. There's Salty, goes over another T-switch. There's the ice cream factory, and then it curves back around, goes underneath the Sodor Bridge, goes through a switch, and then back to this T-switch where Dennis is. So if you go this way, there's the yellow water tower, goes through the over the track signal house, and then it goes to the recycling center. I'm not totally sure if this is correct, but there's lorry 1 pulling the recycling cars, and then it goes over a piece of wacky track and comes back to this switch where Dennis is. So then the last line, if you can even really call it that, is here where Salty is at this T-switch. This just goes through. There's Birdie at the signal again, and that just curves back to the outside. So, yeah, this layout is really cool. I'm very happy that I was able to recreate it, that I finally had enough pieces to do that, even if it's not totally accurate. There's Trevor, by the way. I don't know if I pointed him out. And the one tree. And I'd also just like to quickly make an apology. I'm not the first person to make this. On my Twitter post, I said that. I said that I think I might be the first one. Or that I feel like I was the first one. I am not. Mr. MPS 2002, Thomas Wooden Railway, and Wooden Railway only, I believe, were the first people to make it. Maybe not the first people, but they definitely made it before I did. So, sorry. I'll get you your Monopoly money. I just need to find some more. But yeah, so thank you very much for watching. Have a good day. I'm going to be taking this down and then building another layout here very soon. So, be sure to look forward to that. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.